Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior videos. I pride myself on being an organized person, but yet at times I feel like I'm very unorganized. Now, I know I'm not. I know I'm organized more than most, but because my organization, that skills, my organization style isn't neat and tidy and easy, makes me feel at times that I'm not organized enough. But yet then there will be people who tell you I'm almost OCD when it comes to organization. So I guess I'm unorganized yet organized, or am I organized yet unorganized? I'm not quite sure which is the way it goes. Bear with me as I change lanes here. It's kind of odd the way we look at ourselves. And what's funny is I found out over the years too is I'm very self-introspective. I think about where I am, who I am, how I fit in, all those kinds of things. A lot of that's because as a kid I didn't necessarily fit in. I didn't keep my mouth shut and didn't mind my P's and Q's, and always wanted to put my input in because I was a smart kid, and so felt I should, inject myself into everything. I was wrong, and I've learned that to a point. I can't change parts of my personality. But it's the same thing with the organizational skills. Some of us are born organized. Some of us are born unorganized or cluttered. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's organized clutter, because I'm still very cluttered, yet I'm very organized. I don't quite know how to state it properly, and at the same time, I wonder if there's any way to sit down and think about it. If it's something you'd sit down with a doctor and say, "Okay, doctor, here's what I am. Is this good? Is this bad?" I don't know if there is a good or a bad when it comes to it. It just is what it is. But I think it's important that we all understand who we are. I've met a lot of people sometimes where when you look at them, you can realize they've never taken any self-evaluation of themselves. They've never looked at themselves and thought about what they do, who they are, how their actions are. They don't want to touch those subjects because they can be uncomfortable at times. I'll be the first to admit, I can get on some people's nerves, and I probably still do to this day, although I hope less now than ever before. And the reason I do that is because of my personality. I can be abrasive at times. I can be a little preachy, a little judgy at times. I think we're all that way. Some of us just share it more than others. Although, yes, there are some people who aren't that way at all. That's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing. We're all just wired a little bit differently. I'm blessed to have found a person who not only can put up with the way I am, but I put up with the way they are, and we're very similar in a lot of ways, but yet very different people. My wife and I have very similar judgments and views and opinions, but yet at the same time, to look at us, you wouldn't believe we would be compatible. Where I'm very outgoing, she's not very outgoing. Where, I'm big and tall, she's small and petite. It's kind of weird how all those things fit together. It works though, and I'm not complaining, because let me tell you, that's a blessing right there in itself. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, our home for all the Road Warrior videos. You can also find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube. Again, love the fact that you're here. Would love for you to come on back again next week for another Road Warrior. And wherever you found us this week, keep on coming back. Tell a friend. We appreciate the word of mouth more than anything else. It's what keeps us going. It really does. See you next week. Thanks.